So now let's continue to the next category, which is the wet brushes. Wet brushes are similar to the paint brushes. They are also used in the blending feature, but they are made just for different purposes. Um, are very interesting, at least for me, to create some different effects. So these are the basics, and these are more explicit purposes. So I use the RAM 2 square blend, so we can paint with the nice and crisp edges if we apply big pressure, and we can also blend if we apply a low pressure and we are blending with a circular brush, with a round brush shape. So we have two brushes in one, and that is very interesting. So let's take a look to nice color, to nice red color. Okay, and make some brush strokes. Okay, so how the round to square change is made. So we can make to change brush from round to square using this parameter, the elliptical depth ratio. But if we apply a curve map to pressure, we can map this. Okay, so we here are telling the software that with low pressure we have just a slightly better round brush, and there is a point which is here that we increase dramatically the depth ratio. Okay, so the elliptical depth ratio, so it changes to maybe 1 to 8 approximately, and that means we have to let's take a look at this, and now we have this type of rest. So this is with 1 and this is with 8. Okay, so as we are mapping, okay, let me 1 second. Okay, as we are mapping the pressure to elliptical depth ratio, let's go to the round to square. Okay, so we have dramatically change, and it is map, and it's in relationship with the smooth. This has basically the same, well, maybe not the same, but very accurate graph. So that means that as we are increasing the pressure, we are going from round square to more elliptical depth ratio, and this means that with low pressure we have a lot of blending qualities, okay, lot of blender, and with high pressure, as we increase the pressure, so we lose the blending qualities. Okay, that is the reason that we have this kind of brush with blends and paints in all together, and we can apply this to each brush. And if we don't want to have this square round or round to square set to 0, so now we have round to round blending brush. But I prefer to have a crisp lines if we apply more opacity and then blending with the round brush. We have the wet round, just maybe the combination of the previous one, but round to round, and radius is controlled by pressure. As we see pressure, radius decrease a bit. And the soft, to make soft brushes, and the solid, they're just slightly different versions from the default MyPaint. So this is basic. I think I didn't have changed too much parameters. If we go to the classics, or yeah, to the classics, I use this as a solid, but with a big radius, and the soft is basically not the same. I have changed this feature, this radius by speed, because I find better have something like the previous one. Okay, something like this solid, and this is soft, easier. Then we have the airbrush, very nice to make this kind of effect. This is, I don't use this brush too much. Maybe it depends of what type of work I'm working on. That is nice. And the direction, it is a very good brush, and maybe the red color is not the better color to show how this works. So to make an example, let's for example make a blue color, blue art concept color, and we can start to see how concept art marker. That's very good, because in combination with the ink tools in black color, we can create this kind, maybe the calligraph, and using layers is even better. Okay, so we have the pen, some time